NBA Hall of Famer and former Indiana Pacer Reggie Miller did not need 9 seconds to destroy current Nets shooting guard Ben Simmons. Reggie Miller, who famously scored 8 points in the final 9 seconds of a playoff game as the Pacers stunned the New York Knicks in 1995, dropped another postseason hammer on the city of New York. This time, Reggie Miller, who is an analyst for TNT, used Twitter instead of his three-point shot to send a message after the Brooklyn Nets rolled out Ben Simmons with back problems for Game 4 of their series against the Celtics. And he wrote on Twitter, "Come on, man." Miller wrote with the Nets on the verge of elimination, out for Game 4 when it was rumored you were going to make your debut. This dude has zero competitive with a fire emoji. And yet, Ben Simmons wasn't given the same benefit of the doubt. Perhaps he used up all his goodwill when he forced his way out of Philadelphia and forcing a trade with the 76ers and the Nets. As Reggie Miller pointed out, Brooklyn faces a daunting 3-0 first-round series deficit after losing to the Boston Celtics 109-103 in Game 3. The loss added to the mountain speculation regarding Ben Simmons' much-anticipated comeback, but the 25-year-old reportedly suffered a setback right before Game 3 of the series. It's sort of fascinating to see a take of this level from an active, high-level commentator. Yes, there have been lots of cases of media figures weighing in on active players, but the vitriol hasn't often been to this extent, and it's notable that even within Turner Sports, many more of the significant takes have come from their Inside the NBA Studio showcast, with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley as their three biggest names than the in-game commentators. It's pretty unusual to see a game analyst like Reggie Miller light an active player up like Ben Simmons. With that said, though, there's a lot that's understandable with Miller's comments on Twitter. Simmons' behavior over the past few years has opened himself up to a lot of outside criticism, and that only intensified with this past February with the trade deadline that saw him, as well as Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks head to the Brooklyn Nets in return for James Harden and Paul Millsap. That trade keeps looking worse and worse for the Nets, especially with Simmons repeatedly stating that his injuries won't let him return to the court. And if the Brooklyn Nets are in fact eliminated in Game 4, there are plenty who will be repeating Miller's criticism of Simmons this off season.